do you want to start?
Let's start with the prosecutor's budget. Here the, I guess ours is.
Yes,
County general, yeah.
Yes, I don't think that we can ask for much difference in any of the line items except for the personal services. We are asking for a raise for our staff, to be $23 an hour. That would be the essentially $41,860 per paralegal. And so that's what that's budgeted at. And then the following after that is, in line with insurance, things like that. So other than that, cleaning supplies, postage, our rent, it is not increasing next year, so it's going to remain at $4,500 a month. And then, everything else is the same. Does anybody have questions on that?
All right, guys, anybody got questions on that? First one for Rankin. Okay, we'll continue down the thing here. Let's go to 2501.
And same as the other one, our big market is paid out as a $3 version, so that's what's at the top of 41,860. And then our summer intern, we're not increasing that. We had Gary Mitchell, he is going to third year of law school. He interned with us this past 2 years, and he's done a really great job, and we're hoping he'll come back to us after graduation. So we'd like to continue that program, hopefully bringing new potential attorneys to the area. As you know, we're kind of low on that end in our community, so we'd like to have that internship program available. Whether it be high school, college, or law school, so it worked out better to have him. He is a Santa Claus resident, so he grew up here with Churchill, so we're excited about that. So that's for the service side. I believe everything else is pretty much the same, if not very in differences. One line item we did add this year is the 39,125, the law enforcement miscellaneous.
Yeah.
As you know, pre-trial diversion funds are separated from our law enforcement. All of our diversion funds, they speeding ticket deferral programs. We make a lot of money off of that into the budget. So we want to be able to have the opportunity to give back to them. So that line item helps us, and we have over the years where we didn't have a good line item to take those specific things out. I think this will clean that up, whether it be they went out carrier beds or LiDAR, speed gun, those types of things. We'll be able to keep track of that out of that line item better than kind of going into different line items. It's more organized in that fashion. So we just started off asking to budget to $500, and we can always fluctuate that throughout the year from other line items.
Okay. All right, then one, let's see, I think it's 49. All enforcement, okay. Yep.
Now that fund is just income generating. We get forfeiture funds from civil forfeiture that we get through criminal cases, so we just budget a certain line item in there, so we don't have much to do with that.
Okay, and the other one we got right below that is child support.
So child support, we're asking the same amount for our caseworkers, $23 an hour, which is that 83, 720.
Oh, there's a second, whatever, I think,
Oh, sorry.
no, I was supposed to, what is that? Zero. All right, go. I think we're in that.
So the only thing, again, on this is the personal services, asking for our case workers to make that $41,860 a year, $23 an hour. The deputy prosecutor line, we are keeping the same as last year. And then really everything else is about the same, the cleaning services, postage, utilities, the office room again is remaining the same, and equipment, so.
Okay.
Questions on that? I will hand out one, I have, I usually do this every year, our prosecuting counsel, Virginia, does a salary study, and it just shows kind of the market of essentially non-attorney position. So that's what this is, just to kind of show you where we line that, just to kind of help you envision that when you're, considering the $25 an hour. But other than that, I think we've been managing well with the way things are, and we're good so far.
This is all.
Yes.
Are you all ready all up fairly well?
Yeah, things are kind of coming to a head recently with your trials. We just have some of those cases that take a little longer, but I think you can tell as the jail numbers have been lower, we've been
Yes.
pretty efficient in getting our cases moving through, working with law enforcement and the court to kind of expedite that process.
Yeah, I looked at the thing, we've been at 60s, low 70s jail, so that's been good. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought I would get down to 30 at one point, I think it was in the 40s for a little bit, but, yeah.
You got a big jury trial coming up here soon.
Yeah, we have quite, at least 3 or 4 potentially
This year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually fall is where we get, everything kind of hits there, so that's what we're kind of expecting. And I know those talk a lot, but, we take things just not around our we don't just do every case just because, say, these are important cases, these are healing cases, these are child molestation mostly. So they're important cases, we don't just do them.
All right. Well, thank you.
All right.
Any questions for the prosecutor?
Do you, and it's nothing to do with your office or your job, just a thought, do you feel like there's a lot of people taking advantage of the I can't afford a attorney, so the community pays one?
I know there's an inquiry that the court does, so I think, I think this is an automatic response, because we do all of the cases at one time, so people hear one person do it and then all follow. So, yeah, I think the use of that inquiry could be, help to deter that a little bit, but, yeah, we all know.
I mean, why would we? Yeah, why would we?
Right.
I get it, but.
We're just
Curious.
we're just, we're looking at this thing, this is, we pauper trends just continue to go up,
Drastically, not just.
so we're just, money's tight, we're just thinking, so. that's
Yeah,
probably-
I know the court takes advantage of bond that's posted, I think, paying those fees back, every case that has a public attorney does, they do get a fee, maybe small, $200 or less, but, I think when sometimes somebody like a line and the court tries to get them to pay some of it back on the end, obviously someone's right to attorneys are important, so as a state, you don't want to interfere with that, of course, but, yeah, we do see that a lot.
All right, thank you.
All right.
All right.
Thank you all for your time.